name's Alex, physical therapist and personal trainer. Do self-contracting, and right now this is one of my clients. This is Bridget. She's going to tell us a little bit about kind of what her goals are. She's coming in with some back pain and kind of like a new job kind of stuff. And so,
yeah, a little bit of back pain. I started a new position where I'm sitting all day. So personally, I would like to strengthen my core a little bit, in addition to learning about how I can reduce back pain and strengthen my back in general.
okay. Tell us a little bit about what you like to do, kind of recreation-wise. You're a runner. You kind of like doing some of those CrossFit, like mud run kind of stuff, Tough Mudders.
Yep, I started that this year. I like to lift, swim, tennis, not as much this year, but those are the main things.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go through a warm-up routine first. We're going to give her a series of exercises she can do at home, and then a stretch that she can do kind of at work to kind of help maintain through work and allow her to not go backwards with regards to her back pain or fitness while sitting at the computer all day. Okay? All right. So first couple exercises is going to be a lunge matrix. And you can do these just about anywhere. You can do them at home or at work. And it's not only just a stretch. It could be a warm up, it could be a cool down, you just straight up exercise depending on how you want to work with it for that time. Okay. We're going to use it just kind of as a warm up. We're going to combine warm up and stretch with it. Okay. It's called the tension stretch. And so we're going to just kind of stand nice and straight forward, okay? And we're going to have her take a nice big lunge straight forward, okay? And then she's going to reach up towards the ceiling, and then she's also going to look up with her head, okay? And then she's going to come back, okay? So that's movement number one, okay? Number two is sideways, okay? So I'll show you so you can see me, okay? So it's a sideways lunge, and then we reach back where we came from, okay? Go ahead and try it. Okay, go ahead and face the camera while you try. There you go. Good, good. Okay, so, and we're going to do all of these to both sides, but then the last one is a rotation, okay? And it's a little kind of tricky because we go with momentum with it, so we just have to be careful with it. If you have knee problems or ankle problems, feels uncomfortable, just let me know. So we do a forward rotation, okay? And then with our arms, we twist and reach in the same direction. Okay, so our hands essentially go with the foot. And the feet kind of turn into a T. Okay? We get some good stretching through that stance leg, and we come back and we reach behind. So we just follow with that foot for this one. Okay?
I'm gonna start this way.
Okay. Not bad. We're going to adjust the technique a little bit for you because it should be more of a step rather than just a swing around.
Okay.
Okay. So more of a step forward rather than swinging. Okay. So you don't want to over rotate and twist your ankle or something. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Right. We're going to have you step forward so you can do the backwards portion of it. Right. So it's just a backwards twist and reach. Okay, so you're just kind of opening up your body. There you go. Okay. Okay. So those are the movements we're going to go through on both sides. We're going to add the tension stretch now. Okay. Now, tension stretch is it's kind of like that feeling when you wake up in the morning and you just tense up your whole body and you just move. Okay. So we're not just going to swing our arms. We're going to have a purpose. We're going to move them with a purpose. Okay. So we're going to go back to the first point. That's the easiest one to understand. Okay. So let's lunge forward with the left leg. Okay. Lunge forward, and then you're going to kind of push and reach all the way up. And just try and reach taller. Just get, and then come on back down. Okay. So we're going to switch legs. Okay. Step forward. Just reach. Reach into it. And come on back down. Okay? And you know you're doing it right. You feel like you're holding breath. Okay? But you should still be able to breathe. It's just going to be difficult. Okay? So that's really good because that stretches out the front of the body. Okay? We're going to do the backward step now. Okay? So we're going to lunge backwards with the left leg first. Okay? So lunge back. Okay? And then you're going to kind of stretch and reach.
Should I pump my toe or keep it down?
Keep it flat. Reach and pull into it and come on back. Okay? And we'll switch sides. Okay? That gets to the back of the body really well. Okay? Now we're going to go sideways. Okay? Go ahead and face me. Okay? We're going to lunge to your right first, so I'll be your mirror. Okay? So a nice big lunge to the right. Okay? And come on back. Okay?
Yeah, feel that.
A really good stretch for the side then. It gets the obliques really well. It gets the inside of the thigh. The adductors. Okay? We'll go to your left. Okay? A nice big lunge here. And just tension into it. Okay? You're only doing a couple reps and I'm already feeling warm.
Yeah,
I'm already feeling it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now we'll do the rotation. I'll be your mirror. Okay? So we're going to lunge forward with your right foot first. Okay? So you're going to kind of come forward. You're going to twist. Just make sure you get tension up your leg. Okay?
Tension up, the back leg?
Tension up your leg so you don't twist on that knee too much. Okay? We're going to go with your left, going out that way. Okay? Good. Now we'll do the backward rotation. Okay? So we're going to open up. Stretch and reach. Okay? And then the last one. The other side. Okay. Good. How do you feel?
Good, like I said, I can feel it all through the sides.
Yep. It's really important that we are able to kind of mobilize on that rib cage. Okay? A lot of people have real stiff rib cage mechanics, and breathing is one of the most basic activities that we have to be able to do efficiently. Okay? And if you've had any kind of pain or kind of imbalance in the muscles that's kind of getting in the way of your fitness, your rib cage is most likely not quite moving as efficiently as it should. Still probably moves pretty good, but a lot of times you find that it's still kind of stuck, sticky a little bit, okay, especially at the sides. Okay? So that's a really nice warm up. Now we're going to get into some of the more kind of pure strengthening activities for her back.
And that last one is called a lunge matrix.
That's a lunge matrix. Yep. It's all three planes of movement. Frontal plane, okay, sagittal plane, and transverse. Okay. So if you think about it, we've got sagittal plane here. Okay. So we're moving a lot of different things. Right. Doing the frontal plane here to the side. Okay. And we've got the transverse or the rotational plane. Okay. And that's running from the body through every single movement that it can do in just 6 movements.
Right.
So it's very nice warm up and stretch. And you can turn it into an exercise. You can hold on to a medicine ball with dumbbells or something like that. It's a pretty good exercise after a while too. Okay. So we're trying to strengthen up the core. Okay. Got a few activities that I really personally like. Okay. I think we're just going to do 2 series of planks, and then we're going to do what's called a Russian twist. That's going to be more for the abdominals. Okay? And then we're going to finish up the series with kind of a transition from a crab walk to a bear crawl. Okay? And it's a little bit of a tricky move, but it's actually really, really good exercise for building up the core and the spine, and it's also an efficient movement. Okay. Um, so we're going to start with the plank because it's pretty simple. We're going to get down and have you get on your hands to toes, okay, for the plank. And we're just going to kind of see, kind of check out your technique and form first, okay. Very good, okay. We've got a nice straight spine here, okay. We're not sagging up here too much, and this is pretty good here. I can tell that her left shoulder is a little bit stronger than the right, okay, but it's still doing pretty well. Okay, how does that feel?
Okay.
It's kind of tough?
A little hard, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and come back down onto your knees, okay, and just kind of relax out of it. So if you had to rate that, how hard was that, 0 to 10?
Oh, maybe a 3.
Okay.
3 or 4.
Okay, so not too bad, okay, but pretty good. Okay, so our goal with her is going to, today is going to be, we're going to do a series of 3 planks, and they're going to be 30 seconds each. Okay, we can handle that? Okay. Alright, so, I'm going to get my trusty stopwatch out here. Okay. And we're going to set it for 30 seconds. Okay, and we're going to go through as a circuit for the Russian twist and the plank. Okay, so we're not going to do all 3 planks and then all 3 Russian twists. We're going to kind of do the planks and then the Russian twist. Then we're going to do that 3 times through. Okay, and then I'm going to show you the crab walk to bear crawl transition. Okay, and then we're going to do that a couple times. Okay, just to kind of make sure you can get it. Then we're going to run through everything as a circuit again, just 1 time. Okay. Alrighty. Are you ready?
Ready.
Alrighty. Good position, and I'm counting down. Very good. And what I'm watching for here is any kind of sagging through the shoulders that's a little bit unequal. We don't want her shoulders to cave in. Okay. We don't want her hips to fall down. We want to make sure that we have a nice, stable, and flat tabletop here on her back. Okay. If she starts shaking or getting too tired, we're gonna just kind of make sure that we're getting right. Okay, that's 30. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, and now we'll do the Russian twist. Okay, and that looks like just kind of sitting down like so. Okay, kind of in a jackknife position a little bit. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your feet together. And we're gonna start with your feet anchored on the floor, okay? And we're going to keep your back straight, but we're going to kind of lean backwards to feel your stomach kick in, kind of light to medium, okay? How's that? Is this okay?
Yep.
Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to see, can you pick your heels up and hold them in there? How hard is that?
Maybe a 5 or 6.
Okay, so let's put the feet back down, okay? Because we want to make sure that it still feels successful for her, but not too easy. Okay, we still want it to be a good challenge. Okay, so when we lean back here and have your hands kind of above your knees, okay, and we're going to twist side to side. You're going to tap the floor, okay, and you're going to do this for about 30 seconds as well. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. And go. And it's as fast as you can comfortably for 30 seconds. And what we're looking for here is making sure that she's maintaining her starting angle with her relative to her core and her hips. If she starts pulling herself up, okay, she's fatiguing and she's not getting the proper benefits or focus on her abdominals and core muscles. Very good. Okay. All right. So we're going to run through the plank again, and then we'll go back to the Russian twist. Okay. And we'll do that 2 more times, and then we'll.
30 seconds?
30 seconds. Very good. You can see she's still maintaining a good posture here, which is nice. Feet aren't shaking. Feet are nice, locked together. Okay. Hands are in a good position right under the shoulders. Right. Is it still about a 3?
Yeah, maybe a little.
Okay.
Or 4, 5.
So she's getting a little bit tired, but not too bad. Okay. Good. All right. You catch your breath for about 10 seconds in between. Okay. We're not going too crazy with these. All right. And whenever you're ready, you let me know.
Ready.
Okay.
You could use a medicine ball here as well, correct?
You could. You could. Yep. What I would do before jumping to the medicine ball is we'd want to work on dissociating your trunk, your core from your hips. As you can see when you twist, your knees are pumping it quite a bit. Okay. And that's going to take some practice and just kind of some fine tuning. Okay.
One more time?
One more time with the plank. Yep. But yes, that was a very good question. Yeah. And so I want to focus on good technique, especially when we're first starting out. That way we don't breed any kind of bad habits and poor postures. Okay? We want to strengthen into proper movements because we don't want to learn how to move poorly. We learn how to move poorly all throughout our high school years, grade school, slouching, kind of laissez-faire movements. Okay. You got one more Russian twist? All right, and Bridget here is doing a fantastic job. Okay. With this last Russian twist here, we'll just try and make sure that we're not pumping the knees quite so much.
Okay.
Okay. So really just focus on twisting through the stomach.
Yeah.
That belly button. Okay. Beautiful. And you can see this time her knees are not moving near as much. Okay. We're not pumping through. We're dissociating the spine from the pelvis and the hips a lot better. And she's probably feeling a little bit more in her stomach, which is good. 3 seconds. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Good. Now you can take a little bit of break. Okay. And I'll show you the transition. Okay, the kind of the crab walk, the bear crawl. Are you familiar with crab walk?
Yes.
Are you familiar with bear crawl?
I think so. That one I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. So it's like a strange plank.
Oh.
Okay. So we'll start with the crab walk. Okay. Okay. So this is crab walk. Okay. And we want to make sure that we're keeping our hips up. We don't want to be sagging down like this. Okay. Kind of keep them up like this, and that way we get a better kind of workout through the shoulders, through the core. We activate it a little bit more. Okay. And so crab walk is obviously walking. We're not necessarily looking to walk. Okay. What we're looking for is the transition. Okay. We're going to use a tripod transition. Okay. So basically, we pick up one foot. Okay, and we spin over the other 3 extremities. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of come up here so I got a little bit more real estate to work with. Okay. And I'm going to spin on my left, so my right is going to be swinging through there. Okay. And there's a bear crawl. Okay. Crab walk. Bear crawl.
Okay, so you're swinging under.
Yes.
Got it.
Going over would be really tough. Okay. But swinging under. Okay. And in this position here, it's like a side plank, so we're kind of combining some functional positions of the plank. Okay. We get it in the bear crawl. Okay. And that's the bear crawl.
Is that right?
We don't need to worry about crawling, but we'll have you kind of go through the technique a little bit, and we'll just kind of correct some discrepancies. Just make sure we got a good technique. Okay. So you can see she's up into the crab walk pretty nicely. Okay. And
Transition?
which side do you want to spin to?
This side.
Very nice. Okay, and then can you spin back? Is it a little harder to come back? Okay. Shoulders okay with that?
I think so. Is there anything as far as how I should be extending up from my shoulders?
The stronger you get and more fit you get, the more the tissues become used to it. Um, you'll be able to kind of bridge up higher and maintain that. Okay. Right now, I want you to just make sure you're up high enough so you feel a good engagement in your shoulders, your core, your back, okay, your hips, and then through your quads and hamstring. Okay. Good. Certainly a little bit harder for her to return to the crab position from the bear. Okay. Try the other side. Good, good. Pretty good. I would, let's have you try that same side again, okay? But lead with your leg, okay, rather than the hand. You picked your hand up first, okay? And that's more of your stability spot. You got away with it because you went real quick, okay? But kind of lead with that foot and kind of weave it under you first, and then swing the hand over. There you go. Good. Good. Much better. A little bit more fluid of movement. Okay. So with this transition, you can rest for a minute. With this transition, the foot should be leading. Okay. The movement should be driving the movement, because what it's going to do is going to allow you a more fluid transition. Okay. So with this, how hard would you say that transition is? How much did it get you breathing?
Maybe around a 4.
Okay.
And it was harder on the first rotation than the second.
Okay. So it's a very efficient exercise. It gets you going pretty well.
If I was doing it more quickly or more reps, I think pretty quickly I would have felt it.
And obviously we can easily progress this for her. We can add in a push-up with it. We can add some translational activity with the walking in both positions, or some spinning. And how many body parts would you say you were working?
Probably. There's my legs, my core, my back, my arms,
Yep.
shoulders.
It's very efficient movement, but it's also very complicated movement. So I like to do the other movements first, okay? And for Bridget, those are the good warm-up kind of set movements, because we're doing a lot of twisting with this bear crawl, and we're having to stabilize a lot in the plank position. With somebody else, I may try a different precursor approach, because everyone's fitness level and ability level is different, and we always want to make sure that we're successful. Okay. So we're going to go through, like I said, the circuit one more time. Okay. But we are going to change up just a little bit. Okay. We're going to do the Russian twist like normal. Okay. And we're going to start with that. Okay. And then we're going to go to the plank, but with the plank, we're going to add a little bit of kind of dissociated movement with the back, the core, and the hips. Okay. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to get some space here, if you don't mind. Thank you. So the plank we've got like so, okay, but we are going to, for 30 seconds, okay, we're going to do just kind of some light wiggles, kind of with some light thrust up and down, thrust side to side, and twist. Okay, 10 seconds each. Okay, and I'll tell you when to switch. All right, and what that is going to do is really going to kick in your stabilizer. Okay, it's going to help you dissociate your core muscles, your low back, from your hips.
Okay.
Okay? You want to try them first?
No, we can go ahead and do
Go
it.
right into it? Okay. So go ahead and
We're going to Russian twist first.
Russian twist first. Okay. Okay. So, ready? And start. Very good. She's dissociating pretty well. Knees are not pumping. She's maintaining a good line. Okay. so a couple second break, okay, and then we'll go into the plank.
Okay.
Now this is going to be a little bit harder, but I think it'll be good because we've had a nice little break before. Okay, it's a nice little progression. Okay. The body likes to move. Okay, we never hold static positions functionally. Okay, and we're just looking for a little bit more kind of functional fitness to kind of get her through work right now, and then maybe get back into her kind of her training routine.
For the obstacle runs.
The obstacles.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're up in the plank. Okay. Yep. So just nice and easy, up and down, just small thrust. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Stay in that small range. And this also really works your shoulders a lot too, because now you have to stabilize through the range of motion. Okay, and relax, and we'll go side to side. Perfect. Excellent, and relax, and we'll twist. Perfect. All right. How was that? Good, huh?
Yeah, the side to side.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. She maintained a good flank throughout all of those. So that's a really good activity for her. Okay. Okay. And now we're not going to time the craft of air transition. We're just going to do another rep. Okay. And we're going to do probably 5 reps each side. Okay. I want you to self-select the speed you go at. Okay. Just focus on the technique. Okay. And that'll be the last one. Okay. I'm going to get out of the way so that she's got a little bit of space. Anytime. Excellent.
Just one. Yep.
That's one. Yep. 2. And 3. You okay?
Mm-hmm. Just want to make sure I'm stable before I go.
Yep. Perfect. And 5. Excellent. Nice. And she's leading with the proper foot to start with. Okay. She's doing a pretty smooth movement. Every now and again she gets a hitch, but she's got 2 more left. And very good. Okay. Alrighty. How do you feel?
Good. I'd like
Pretty
to
good?
work more, yeah, especially on the second side. It's more difficult to stay.
It's surprisingly a little bit more difficult, because it's not technically your non-dominant side. You're actually a little bit more on your dominant side relative to your arm, not so much your leg.
Okay, yeah.
So a lot of people will find that their coordination is a little bit off, okay? Relative to their dominant hand compared to their dominant leg. And just like we try to dissociate the spine from the hips, okay, to protect the back, we still want to dissociate the upper body, the arm, from the leg, okay? Because we're not going to do this. That's not efficient at all. We're going to try to dissociate. So when my arm goes forward, like if I'm throwing, my right leg is back, and that's my dominant side. Okay? If they both go forward, it's not a very efficient throw. It looks a little funny when you see quarterbacks throwing the ball that way.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Check your Wi-Fi network connection by going to settings.
Apologize for that. Alright, and so the last stretch we're going to do, just to kind of help bring it all together, it's another tension stretch. It's a very, very nice one to do. We're going to assume a semi-walking position, so kind of a staggered position. Okay, just a small staggered position. We're going to do this to both sides. Okay, just like with the tension stretching before, we're going to do kind of reaching up for the ceiling in kind of a nice tension with the same side arm as your back leg. Okay, so right now this is our right side. Okay, And so we're gonna kind of just make a fist, and we're gonna drive up along the body as high as we can. When you get up as high as you can, you're gonna come up on your back tippy toe, and you're just gonna try and reach. And then come on back down. Okay. Now, how does that feel? Just side to side. Side to side. So good. Okay. A lot of people think it just, well, what I feel when I do that, I just feel grounded on that side, just relaxed. Okay. So we're gonna do it to both sides. Okay. So we do a nice kind of fist. We just kind of tension the whole upper body and just drive it up. Reach. Come up on your back tiptoe. And relax. Okay. Oh, and that just kind of gets your whole back all the way down through that leg. Nice and easy. Okay. If you like the video, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. Leave comments.
Thanks, Alex.
All right. Thank you.